All right, this is Embellishments Part 2 with Natasha Lehrer Lewis of Esther's Place. And you're going to see here that I just finished my rolling probably about 8 times in all, rolling from each side, from this side, from this side, from this side, and this side. So I just went around several times to make sure they were all felted. And what you're going to notice is that the wool might bunch up a little, like these guys here, but don't worry, in between your rolls you just want to open them up a little bit. So after I've gotten them all felted, they're going to survive the pinch test. You pinch it and it tents, it holds on its own, makes a little tent. Also, if you take the edge and rub the fibers together, it should feel like one fabric. It shouldn't feel fuzzy at all. Now they've all held together, they've all fused. I'm going to do just a little bit more rubbing with each individual one to toughen it up a little bit further. So the felting makes the fibers hold together. Now I'm just finishing that felting with a little bit more harsh agitation. So they're looking beautiful, and what we have here is our prefelt. So those fibers have really stuck in and given us some nice geometric shapes. We have our neps, those little bits of wool, and they've got some texture on the surface. So if I rub my finger over it, it's actually got some great texture there. So it's not just flat, it's got a little texture. Right here we've got the angelina, a lot of sparkle and shine, and we've got the pressed angelina here, and then also just some of the sparkles as well. Up here we've got some beautiful veining and patterning from the bamboo. And in here we've got our silk. Remember, that one didn't have any wool on top of it. So this silk works really, really well. Instead of that thin layer of wool, you can stretch a cobweb of the silk hanky over all of your fun additions, and that'll make it hold. So we've been using that a lot. So it's really quite amazing to see what these fibers look like when they're incorporated into our felting. Now, if you take a look, some of the different garments that I produce, I do use a lot of these fibers within the surface. So for example, this skirt here has some ribbons and angelina and bamboo and different things incorporated into the Nuno felted surface. So you can really apply all of these fantastic fibers in what you're felting. So now you've been able to see how we incorporate them in, but then also what they look like when they're all done. So from these fibers right here into some felted samples, it's really quite inspiring, and I can't wait to begin working with them on some of my new projects. We've got little packets of the fibers for sale here at the shop, and they make a wonderful addition to anything that you might be wet felting. So hopefully this gives you some inspiration and you can incorporate it into some of your own projects. Thanks for watching, and happy felting!